right, guys. So welcome to Strength and Conditioning with me, White Zone Coaching's head coach, Amanda Smith. If you watch the video on ramp, that is where we are going to start. So get yourselves up, standing, and we're going to start by marching in place and then maybe pick it up to a jogging in place. And we're going to do this for a whopping 1 minute, which means I'm going to count 60 seconds. And that's how we know when we're done. $50. 60. Coming back to standing still. Okay, nice, quick jog. Gets the heart rate up. Number 1, run our ramp. Number 2, activate. So we're gonna get down on the ground. Hopefully you can see me all the way down here. If not, I'm gonna turn you down just slightly. There we go. Okay, we're coming down onto our back. We're gonna start with some windshield wipers. So the knees fall from side to side. We're doing 10 on each side, 20 total. Getting our low back nice and loose, our hips nice and loose so that we can do some strength and conditioning. Today it's gonna be another whole body workout. So we're gonna do lower body first, and then we're gonna do upper body, and then we're gonna finish with some core work. And I am super duper excited. I'm hopeful that you brought your chair. You've got either cans or dumbbells. And if you want more than just cans or dumbbells, you can add some bands, which I brought mine, but I don't know that I'll use them. Okay, hopefully that was 20 for all of you. Next up is a supine twist. Extend one leg, take the opposite leg across the body, take your gaze in the opposite direction of the knee that is across the body for supine twist. We hold it here for 5 seconds, really short, and then back to center and go to the other side. And this is a nice stretch to get the whole back nice and stretched out, ready to move through all the motions we're going to do. That one's a really great one for especially a hitting practice. So if you're just doing a hitting practice, make sure you do that stretch and the windshield wipers. Okay, next up is bridge. Feet come close to the body. Imagine they're on rails, and then we're gonna roll, tuck the pelvis so that the tailbone rises first, and then lift, hold here for a second, adjust your shoulders, squeeze your booty, and then lower back down. Now, if you can't find squeezing your butt in this position, come back up. Imagine that you're squeezing something between your legs. That's another way to find the booty. We're gonna do this 10 times. Squeezing your rump roast in this pose, in this movement, is activating those muscles, getting them ready and excited and aware that we are actually going to do something with them. And we are definitely hitting the booty today. All of the moves that I've chosen are relative to what you do as a pitcher, a catcher, a hitter, an infielder. I believe I'm on 9 and 10. And then we're gonna do the same thing, single leg. So stick one of your legs out. You can keep it in line with your knee, or you can raise it over, or you can go really low to the ground, but not touching the ground. Whatever suits you, the lower to the ground you go, the tougher it is. Again, you want to find that squeeze at the top. We're doing 10 each leg. I've switched legs. You should be switching soon if you haven't already. And 10. Okay, flipping over onto all fours, knees down below the hips, hands down below the shoulders. We're doing bird dogs first. So point the foot, opposite arm goes out in front, and then we bring it underneath. Stay strong through the core. We're doing 10 of these. Going to the other side once you finished your 10. Again, opposite arm, opposite leg, pull it underneath you and then extend it out. If you notice that you're falling all over the place, that's because you're not squeezing through the core, and the core goes all the way around you. And 10, we're gonna do the bear crawl, but we're not crawling anywhere. So all you're gonna do here is down on all fours, lift the knees up off the ground, hover, count to 5, put them down, count to 3, do it again. We're doing that 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the knees. 1, 2, 3. Pick them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the knees. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the knees. You're done. I'm starting to feel like those old videos where Jane Fonda does the workout. Okay. Next up is the lunge twist. So I'm going to show you closest to you leg goes close to the arm as possible. So when you're going to drop the elbow down to the floor closest to the front foot and then twist, you want to keep knee as close to your body as possible. And we're doing 10 of these. Gaze up toward your hand as you make the twist. If your gaze has to go way far behind you, you twist too far. It's possible to twist too far in this. I'm switching sides. You should make your way there soon. Again, keep the knee as close to the shoulder as possible. And 10. Okay. That is the A. Let me turn you guys back up so you can see my face. There we go. Okay. Next up is squats. Get these right this time because we're also doing squats, but that's one of the reasons why we have the chair for later. So feet headed out in whatever direction your knees want to go, but the goal is to get your knees extended out toward your pinky toe edge. So sitting your booty back, come parallel to the floor, and then back up. I keep my hands in front of my chest. It's a nice balance point for me. You can raise your arms up overhead. You can put them straight out in front. You can put them on your hips. I don't like the hips so much. And 10. Okay, next up is lunges. So we're gonna be doing these also during the workout, but with the weights. So let's get them right this time. Step forward, tap the knee down, step back. Step forward with the opposite foot, tap the knee down, step back. We're doing 10 each leg, 20 total. You can put your hands on your hips. Don't cheat and put them on the front leg though. And 20. Wrapping those up. So next up is high knees and butt kicks. You're gonna do 20 high knees and 20 butt kicks. And I'm gonna go grab my notes so I know what we're doing after that. Ready, go. Okay, we are all ramped up, ready to go. The P is potentiate. Normally in our practice, this would be pitching or hitting or catching drills or throwing, whatever it might be. But today, we're done with ramp. And now we're gonna go into the workout. Woohoo! So first up, like I said, we're doing lower body. Box squats is first. So you brought your chair. I'm gonna pull mine forward a little bit so my feet stay on my mat. You've got your cans. You have a couple of options here. If you have dumbbells, same thing as the cans. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells here in a second. You wanna place them on your hips, or if you're feeling fun, you can put them up here on the shoulders. Dealer's choice, up to you what's most comfortable. But what we're doing is 15. The way it looks, I'm gonna do shoulders, sit, touch the box, come up, squeeze at the top. We're gonna do 15, go. $15, all right. Keeping those dumbbells nearby or your cans nearby. We're gonna go straight into stiff leg deadlift. So I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me, but what it looks like is straight legs and the dumbbells go close to the legs, as far down as is comfortable with a flat back, and then back up, squeeze at the top, and do that again. Again, we're doing 15. So when we bring two exercises together and do them back to back like I'm doing, it's called a superset. So this is our superset for legs. We have another superset for legs. And then we'll go into upper body and we'll superset a bunch of things in upper body, but we might even do a combo, which is more than two. Remember to keep a flat back here. And 15. Okay, we take a little break, we shake it out. Set your dumbbells or your cans down if you want to. Our breaks are very short. They're about 20 to 30 seconds, just because the reps aren't very high, the weight's not very high. We want to keep the heart rate up. All right, here we go. I'm gonna swipe you guys across, come out of that mode. Nope, I'm gonna stay in that mode apparently. Okay, right back into the squat, box squat, tap your booty. Change position of your hands. If you were up on your shoulders the last time, go down to your hips. If the shoulders aren't comfortable, stay at the hips. 15. Remember to squeeze at the top. $15. Okay, back to those lunges. So if you had your hands at your hips, excuse me, not lunges, stiff-legged deadlifts. If you had your hands gliding up and down your legs, this time we're gonna let the arms dangle out a little bit. So as you go down, let them just naturally hang. Come back up, squeeze at the top. 15. You can kind of hear my breath, potentially. I breathe out when I come to the top. That's where I squeeze all the air out. Inhale on the way down. Exhale at the top. And that's 15. Okay, taking that nice rest once again. Put your weights down if you want. Hold on to them. It's a short rest. 30 seconds, no more, no less. Maybe less, maybe more. I don't have a watch on. Okay, grabbing those weights. Again, changing arm position if it's comfortable for you. I'm going up over my shoulders again. Now I am far enough out in front of my chair, because my chair keeps on drifting back behind me, that it should just be a little itty bitty tap and up. Again, inhale on the way down, exhale at the top, or inhale, brace, down, holding the breath, exhale at the top. I am a bracer, but I can brace while I talk, crazily enough. And 15, and then back to stiff leg deadlift. Keeping those legs nice and long, directly below the shoulders. I'm gonna take the dumbbells close to my body once again as I go down. Playing with these different hand positions really gives you an opportunity to feel what the weight is actually doing for you in these different positions. 15. Okay, taking a break. I'm gonna move my chair. You can leave your chair where it's at, or you can move it. It's totally up to you. But I am positioning my chair on my mat so it does not scoot around, because next up is step ups. And after step ups, my superset is a lunge. So what it looks like is you can use weights or don't use weights, totally up to you. Foot on, step up, bring the knee up, step back down, switch, step up, knee up, come back down. So that's where we're going. Doing 15 of these, 15 each leg. So it should get your heart rate up. Ready, steady, here we go. I'm opting out of doing weights just because I know my hamstring isn't ready for it, and step ups are enough. So you do you. You know what your body can handle. Halfway. $29, $30, or 15 per leg. Whew. Okay. Again, if you want the weights or don't want the weights, it's totally up to you. I'm going with weights. With the lunges, you let them dangle. You can step forward or step back. It's totally up to you which direction you go. I'm going to step forward. 15 each leg. Here we go. If you were to add a band to this, you would stay on the same leg and then switch in the band to go to the other leg. And again, for me, I know today that's going to be just too much. Hey, Louie. How's it going, buddy? And I'm halfway. You might be going faster than me. That means you get more of a break. Totally okay with that. All right, 29, 30. Whew. Take advantage of the break. If you brought water with you, go for it. If you didn't, go get some now. I'm getting some.
Sorry, but I'm on a call right now.
Excuse me. Thank you, kiddo. I don't know about you guys, but my heart rate is up. And it's so much more fun to have people around you when you're doing this kind of thing. Whew. So, more than a 30-second break here, obviously. Totally okay to take as much time as you possibly need in order to get where you're going. All right, second set. We're only doing 2 sets of these because I don't know that my body can do more. Here we go. 30 or 15 each leg. Grace, you're going to lose reception. Halfway. If you finish before me, you get a longer break. Lucky you. If you notice you're flapping around, tighten up your core. Focus on the movement. 30. Whew. I'm going to allow my breath to come back down before I dive right into those lunges. You are welcome to go straight into those lunges if you want. Totally up to you. It just gives you more of a break at the end before we go in to upper body. Whew. All right. Grabbing my dumbbells, grabbing your cans, grabbing your dumbbells. Whew. Letting the weights dangle. Go for it. Control the tap at the bottom so that you're not pile driving your knee into the ground. Whew. Halfway. Woo. Let's get it. 23. 24. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Bazinga! Yo! Weights down. Take a break. If you aren't already, move your chair. Grab your water. Catch your breath. Whew. I love doing these with you guys because I get in my workout too. And doing powerlifting and hopefully maintaining weight going into, and by weight I mean the weight that I can move, what I'm capable of benching, squatting, deadlifting, hopefully not losing any ground there. But what I already know is that I've lost 4 pounds of muscle mass. And the way I know this is because I know my lean body mass, which is your muscle mass. And if you have one of those fancy scales, you know this because it tells you. You just have to do some math sometimes. Percentage of muscle is something my scale shows me. All right, I'm gonna tilt you guys down so you can see me because we're going to the ground. So we're gonna do 2 moves down here. We're gonna do a floor bench press, and we're going to do a Tate press, is what it's called. So grabbing your cans, your dumbbells, whichever you have, making sure you've got enough room on either side of you to bring your arms down to the ground. We start with the weight straight over the top of our shoulders, and then we're gonna lower them down so that elbows touch the ground, the backs of the arms touch the ground, and then press back up. Inhale, brace, exhale, push. Inhale, brace, exhale, push. So on the way down, it's actually at the top, it's an inhale, hold your breath, bring it down, and then press. We are doing 20 of these because this weight is not very difficult. If you're feeling pain anywhere in your body, do not, and I repeat, do not continue doing this movement. Wait until we are done for the next move. Okay, when you're done with 20, take a quick rest. Watch me for the Tate press. So what this looks like is dumbbells are close together in front of your face, and then you're going to allow them to come down to your chest and then push back up. So your elbows flare slightly, not fully. This is too flared. This is okay. Down to the chest and press. We're doing 10 of these. We're doing 10 because this is a move that your body probably doesn't know that well. So we're building the knowledge in our muscles, the muscle memory to do more of these later. When you're done with those, you can set your weights down close to you. Take a little break. We're going to take again a 30-second break, plus or minus 5 seconds, and then go right back into the floor press and then the Tate press. Now on the second set, if it seemed easy to you, extend your legs long on the floor and try it this way. It's a different type of brace in the core. And yes, you should be paying attention to what's going on in your core. So here we go, taking the weights over our shoulders and go. If you are not on mute currently, please put yourself on mute. When you're done with your 20, go straight into the Tate press, bringing it down to your chest for 10. And you're done with that. Rest. We're going into a third set. So in our first supersets of lower body, upper body, and then you'll notice in core, I'm going to do the same thing. We do more sets than we do in the second superset or combo or whatever I throw at you. Okay, I'm going to play around with bringing my knees up, my feet off the floor for this press. You can do the same if you'd like, or find a comfortable position with your legs. Going for 20 and then 10. That's 20 for me, going into the Tate press. And done. Okay. All right. We're gonna do some delt raises and some shoulder rotations, as well as a bent over row. This is your combo. So I'm gonna come back up to standing for all of these. Is the delt raise. So delt is your shoulder muscles. We're going out, it's a lat raise, also hitting the top of our shoulder, delt raise. We're doing 10, 10, and 10. So this is your first move. Your second move, the dumbbells are straight out in front of you, your elbows are bent, and we're rotating them up. You might go without weight for this move if weight is too much. And then the last move, I'm gonna turn sideways for you, you're bent over, and what you're doing is letting the weight hang, turning it, and then pulling it up to your hips, squeezing through the back body as though you're pinching a pencil between your shoulder blades, and then repeating that. So that's our moves. We're doing 10, 10, and 10. This is gonna kick your butt. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going for the bent elbow shoulder rotations. I'm going without the weight because I know it's too much for me right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the bent over row, I'm grabbing my weights again. Remember, let them dangle, turn them, and then bring them to the hip. Squeeze at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, taking a break at the top, giving yourselves that 30 seconds to rest. Maybe put the weights down, grab yourself a little drink. Make sure that you are taking in some water throughout this workout. It's definitely necessary. You might not be breaking a very big sweat, but definitely you are working your body, working your muscles. Okay, round 2, back to the lat raise, delt raise. Nine and 10. Shoulder rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, this is 2 sets of this combo instead of 3. Going down for the bent over row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, set those weights aside. We will need one of those for core work because we are going to do a little dead bug action. So I'm going to tilt you back down because we are going down to the ground again. Man, oh man, I wish I had one of those automatic turn downer thingies for my camera, but at least we've got the audio squared away today. Okay, so this is it, core work and then cool down, and the cool down is literally 2 minutes long. Core, we're probably going to spend a solid 5, maybe 10 minutes on core. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some Scap push-ups, which this is a back exercise, but it's also a core exercise because you're going to be up in plank. Okay, and if you've seen my previous core videos, you've seen plank at least once, if not twice. So what it looks like, we're getting into a push-up position, and we're going to allow our shoulders, our chest to lower toward the ground, but not bend our elbows, and then press back up. And we're doing 10 of these. This is a Scap push-up. Keep the core nice and tight while you move through these push-ups. Again, this is a Scap push-up, not a full push-up. Keep your arms mostly locked out. 10. Okay, grab your weight. Now, you saw dead bug. If you watched the core videos before, I did one dead bug exercise. It was knees are up, arms are up, and you alternate opposite arm, opposite leg. It's very similar to a flipped over bird dog. But what we're doing with the weight is putting it in both hands above our face. Knees are up, and then we're going to extend one leg, let the arms come close to the ground, come back in. This is a weighted dead bug. 10 on each leg. That's what we're doing here. Halfway. You can hear my breath. I exhale when I come together. Try to keep the knee stacked over the hip. You can cheat and bring the knee closer to your chest. I don't recommend doing that unless you absolutely need to. Whew. And rest when you get to 20. Set the weight aside. We're going back to the Scap push-ups. Giving yourselves that 30 seconds to rest. Letting your body adapt to what it's already done. That's the whole point of these breaks. Okay, going back into that Scap push-up. Remember, the elbows are mostly locked out, not completely locked out. We want a slight bend, and then allow the chest to move down toward the floor and push away. Strong through the core. We're doing 10. Okay, going into your dead bug, straight to it. 10 each leg, 20 total. Weight is over your face to start. Knees stay stacked over the hips as you go down. Hover above the ground, don't let it touch. And then back to center. We are only going to do 2 sets, so this is it. Halfway. $20. Set the weights aside. You are done with those bad boys. Whew. All right, going into windshield wiper. Feet are just wider than hip width distance so that you've got room to allow that knee to rotate in and down toward the floor. This is our cool down. If you aren't caught up, catch up to us quickly. And 20 from here. Allow the legs to extend. Keep one leg long around on the ground. Take the other leg straight up to the sky. Yes, I am not straight up with this leg because it does not allow me in this position. Oh, it's getting better, but not quite there. So the goal of this is actually to take the booty closer to the ground and not to pull the leg close to your body. Going for a runner's lunge, you grab the outside of the foot, the elbow goes to the inside. Keep extending the leg straight along the ground as you pull the foot and the knee closer to the armpit, similar to where we were at when we tapped and twisted in the runner's lunge. Release the foot, take it across the body for supine twist. We did this in the beginning as well. Back to center, go into the opposite leg, extend one leg on the ground, the other leg goes to the sky. Again, try to get the booty down to the ground. As you can see, mine is on the ground. Hopefully you can see that. Release your grasp, grab the outside of the foot with the hand, the elbow goes to the inside, runner's lunge. Half happy baby for the yoga term. And then supine twist, release the foot and take it across the body. Gaze goes the opposite direction. Keep the shoulder blades in contact with the earth as you twist. Coming back to center, adjust your body, extend arms and legs down. We are going to pause here in corpse pose, Shavasana, and allow our body to integrate everything that it's done in this full body circuit that we did today. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable. And just start to notice from the feet all the way up to the top of the head, how the body is feeling right now. No judgment, just noticing. Blinking your eyes open if you shut them. Bring yourself back up to seated position. Take a moment right here for a hot second. Literally, it's a hot second for me. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all for joining me in this full body circuit. I hope that you got a whole lot out of this and that your body is feeling as whooped as mine right now.